I never did review the first season of Stranger Things, and I really wish I did, because the first season of Stranger Things was a really good first season. I mean, like, it was great. I loved the first season of Stranger Things. It was 8 episodes, very enjoyable, very good characters, and I was very, very excited and nervous for season 2, because usually this kind of popularity for a show and how big the show is, how big it's gotten, sometimes it can get to the heads of the Duffer Brothers who wrote and created the show, whatever. And so going into season 2, I was nervous. 9 episodes, I was like, okay, hopefully they can just do something good. Guys, this season might be just one of the best season 2s to a show ever. Stranger Things 2. I would say season 2, but the thing on the title kept saying Stranger Things 2, so I'm just going to go with that. And because the title of this video is Stranger Things 2 minus review. So hey guys, so let's talk about Stranger Things 2. This review will not contain spoilers, I promise you. I'm going to talk about some brief things, not get too into it, because I know a lot of people have not yet watched or finished season 2 yet, so I'm not going to talk about spoilers, but I'm going to talk the basic storyline, plot, whatever, and talk how good this season was. Guys, I've only got one little con, and that is it. Everything else with the season was great. This show, the season 2 picks up 1 year after the events of season 1, after everything that happened, after all the stuff that happened with Eleven, where she went, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to talk about the trailers, what they've shown you, so that's not a spoiler. But season 2 is now where Will he has these effects. He sees the upside down world. He is just haunted by this stuff. His mom's trying to help him. He goes to the doctor and they can barely help him. Freaking Hopper, the cop, is more effective with the kid. He's trying to help him and the mom himself, but she's also with this new guy named Bob, who is Sean Astin. We'll get to him in a minute. But either way, Will is just going through a lot. He's having all these effects, whatever. And then while his other friends are they're trying to help him too. And it gets to the point where stuff goes down and there's more secrets behind this government thing. And it gets crazy. And there's a few new characters. So what did I think about season 2? First thing first, the group of kids, once again, they're all great. I love the kids they felt like kids. I love the kid that has the teeth. What's his name? I forget his name. The teeth thing. He had a really interesting storyline happen this season. It had something to do with another little piece of very important storyline that happened. I won't get into, of course, but I liked his storyline. I liked where they took him. I liked the black kid. I forget what's his name. Either way, he and the kid with barely no teeth, whatever, they have a competition between this new girl named Max, whatever, who comes in, who's going to be part of their new group, maybe, and she has a storyline with her, brother, or is it her brother? I won't get into it once again, and the brother is from Stranger Things, and, I mean, not Stranger Things, he's from, Power Rangers, and I was like, whoa, I didn't know he was in this season, and he was good. I mean, he was a great character. He had grit. He was mean. He was really mean. But he had some really interesting, character stuff that I don't want to get into. Again, no spoilers. But I really liked him. And once again, all the kids just worked great. And the sister, Nancy, whatever, her and that guy, the weird guy with his eyes, who was like a freaking Dane. I mean, he looks like a young Leo to me a little bit. How she's dating the bully guy from season 1, how that's working out with them. And all of it was just good. There was nothing bad about this season. And they go through some stuff, guys. And I'll say this, the kid who plays Will, he didn't get a whole lot in season 1 because he was pretty much taken. He didn't know where he went. That was the storyline season 1. But season 2, dang, he's a good actor. I mean, it really shows how good of an actor he is. And I really, really liked everything about Will. Everything he went through, and it was dark and kind of scary at times. I loved Will. I really did. I loved Harper. Harper was such a great character in season 1 as the cop, whatever. He's going to be Hellboy in the new movie, Hellboy. But in this season, Harper, he was a great character. And there's something they do with him. He builds a relationship between another character that I did not see coming, and I loved that relationship. I did not expect that at all, and I loved it. I won't get into it, but man, I really enjoyed Harper this season. He feels like a real hero too in this season. He was always there, he was always safe-worthy and everything. But now let's talk about Eleven. Now, you do know, I think everyone knows, she is in this season. She's in the posters. She's everywhere from trailers and all that kind of stuff. She is in this season. And I'm not going to get to what they do with 11, but here's my example. In season 1, 11 wasn't a great character. She had cool attributes with her powers. She was nice. She was with the group of kids all the time. She built a cute relationship between her and the kid from It, whatever. Again, she wasn't a great character in the first season 1. I'm just being honest. She had really cool attributes. Season 2, 11 becomes seriously a great character. From episode 1 to where she ends up in the season, it literally, like, she is now a full-on great character, what she goes through this season. I loved everything they did with 11. She has way more development in this season than season 1 by a mile long. She was great. I loved everything they did with her. Now, again, the new characters, I love the Power Rangers character. I loved Max, the new girl. I thought she was really cool. She builds a really cool relationship between her and the black kid in this season. I really like that. And I really, really like Sean Astin. I won't get into his character because a lot of people have predictions and theories of what he is in this season. I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to say I really like Sean Astin. He was such a likable character in this season. I loved everything they did with him, and especially toward the end of the season, I love what they did with him. Like, everything with Sean Astin was great. I loved his character. He was so likable, and his name was Bob. Now, my only cons was I really didn't care for Nancy and the kid who looks like Leonardo DiCaprio, and the bully thing. Like, they had their relationship problems, and I don't know, there's all this big situations, and there's just the relationship problems. I didn't really care for any of that stuff, really. I didn't really care at that all. And there is one episode, and it is episode 7. I promise you, everyone who watches season 2 will say episode 7 is the weakest episode. Everyone's gonna say it. I know this because when I watched it, I was like, this doesn't feel like Stranger Things. Like, I don't want to spoil it. It's an important episode. But man, did it feel different. It did not feel right for some reason. And I don't know, it didn't feel like Stranger Things at all to me. But it was still a good episode, and it was important and all that kind of stuff. But it just didn't feel right. And I really want to get into it, but I don't want to. It's spoilers, I'm not doing spoilers. But when you watch the show and you watch episode 7, and you come back and see this review, you know exactly what I mean. I promise you. Overall, season 2 was a great season. Every episode felt important, even episode 7. All the characters were great. They put all these characters and go through conflict, just like a movie and a show should do. First movie or first season, introduce the characters, make them like the characters. The sequel or the second season, put them in freaking trouble situations, care for them, get them in danger, get more character development. That is what you do, and this show did it. Guys, I'm going to get this done with. Stranger Things 2 definitely gets an A+. It really was just a great season from beginning to end. And hopefully, I really do want a third season really much. Again, I won't tell you if it leaves you hanging or not, but I do want a third season very much. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.